California prosecutor Vincent Bugliosi has been at it all year, calling for the criminal prosecution of George W. Bush for murder. He's written a whole book about it, laying out the legal case. But many, especially in the most powerful media, have dismissed him, and even some of the president's critics have poo-pooed the chances of Bush ever being brought into court. Now there seems to be a break in the story, with news that Bugliosi will talk about today on GRITtv.
The central issue at the trial, the central legal issue, is did Bush or did he not take this nation to war in self-defense? This so-called preemptive strike. Hussein was an imminent threat to security of this country because of his weapons of mass destruction, so he had to strike first in self-defense. If self-defense is established at the trial, then all of the killings of American soldiers in Iraq would be, quote, legally justifiable, unquote. But if the prosecutor, i.e., if I happen to be the prosecutor, if I can prove that George Bush did not take this nation to war in self-defense, but under false pretenses, then all of the killings of American soldiers in Iraq would become unlawful killings and therefore murder. And this book is full of evidence that Bush deliberately, knowingly took this nation to war on a lie, under false pretenses, and therefore under the law. He's guilty of murder for the deaths of over 4,000 American soldiers in Iraq. The new news, which will be the first time on national television right now, is that this coming Thursday, I will be attending a press conference in an American state with a viable candidate for state attorney general, who will announce that she's read the prosecution of George W. Bush for murder. She agrees with it completely, and that if she's successful in that state, she's going to appoint me special prosecutor to seek a murder indictment against George Bush. Now, that if has got to be underlined and italicized. But if she wins, and I think there's going to be a flood of activists that will be coming into that state to make sure that she does win, the likelihood of Bush being prosecuted for murder, along with Cheney and Rice, is somewhere between 95 and 99%.